This belted sow on screen right now is 88-3. She's a made-to-order, Dirty Secret, best man. Her mother actually is a 49 litter that came from Lackey, a direct Dirty Secret that was a litter mate to BKS. And, I read through Brockman's catalog there a month ago, and Josh and Carrie have done really, really big things with their litter mate to BKS. And, I think Josh told the story about the little fuzzy-haired gilt in the corner that Jason let him load, and I think it was much the same way as the mother of this one. She wasn't real fuzzy-haired, but she was pretty small the day I picked her up. And she wasn't prolific. I can't sit here and tell you that she was prolific, but this daughter has been nothing short of prolific. In fact, this last litter the litter that I'm going to talk the most about, she had 17 pigs. And if you study this one, study her udder, I think she's obviously capable of doing her job, and she's done it really well. That big litter that I'm referencing was sired by Who's on First. Who's on First is that Who Made Who boar we've got here out of Carol's sister. That litter, the 50 litter, would have included Briley Byers' pig that was reserved Division 1 at Houston. And then there's actually a litter mate sister to him that's in the sale. I think we had, I don't know how many gilts we kept out of that litter, but this one's -17, 50-17. She sells as lot 206, and I think she's very, very impressive in her own right. But this sow, I think Boots would agree, she's not little. She's not moderate, but she is heavy duty. She's big skulled. She's got a big tail. She's got some extension and some elevation, and I don't think either one of those things are wrong. But if you do get to see Waspy and you get to study his kind and what he represents, I think this is a very exciting mating, and I think there's lots to like about where this sow and this litter could be headed.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. For those of you that have talked to Jesse much the past year or two, made to order has probably come up in the course of conversation when talking about sows for a while, and there's not just a pile of them. But the handful that are here have definitely earned their keep and made their mark. Like he indicated, that pig that Briley would have showed at Houston, had a lot of the same indicators that this sow did. He was heavy duty, he was short, he was stout, he had an incredible burly kind of skull on him. And then you kind of consider how that pig fed and how his other litter mate fed as well. That was in Texas, that didn't make it to the end there. But regardless, bred to Waspy here, that boar's presence in just real back shape is next level from what we've had in a long time. And then you accompany that with the fact that he's probably just a shot more moderate height-wise, but probably has just a shot more extension up front. I think visually that's about as good as it gets. And
complimentary.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, when you start putting puzzle pieces together, not often can you fit them all together like that where it lines up so perfectly. But I guess to make all this more condensed, the Bradley Byers pig I thought was very good, but if he had just a shot more presence and just a little bit more level from behind, I think he probably goes up just a shot more at Houston, and I think this litter that she's carrying probably has the potential to be that way. I think this one could be big league.
Good sow, incredible pedigree. That bottom side is legit. Made to order, I didn't touch on him. That's a boar that we bought from Grinstead, and fertility issues got in our way of our grand plan there, but he was devoid of any dirty secret, and I bought him in an effort to try to bring an outcross, if you will, into the mix, and the handful of daughters we got out of him have been awesome. This one in particular has been great, but this is 88-3. She sells as lot 10. She's bred to Waspy. She's due July 25th.